And once again, hello everybody, and what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you for the next retro review in my Royal Rumble recap and review series as we now venture into the 1997 Royal Rumble match. It's a little past midnight, well, actually, it's more so after 1 o'clock in the morning, but I wanted to get one more in before I go to bed. That way, I would get 4 of these Royal Rumble matches done today. And as you can see, and I've always started watching the 1998 Royal Rumble matches. I was trying to get this done sooner, but I had to export some for my job, so I had to take care of that first before I did this review. And also, I stuffed myself on some wings tonight, as I mentioned in my last review, so I'm in a good mood, and I'm hoping to finish this review on a good note. So, let's talk about the 1997 Royal Rumble match, which took place on January 19th, 1997, at the Alamodome in San Antonio, Texas, the same place as the 2017 Royal Rumble that we just had this past year. Now, the 1997 Royal Rumble, despite it still lacking somewhat in star power still, and we had to have some wrestlers like Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Goldust, Undertaker, Ahmed Johnson, Farouk, several superstars who wrestled the match earlier on the card wrestle in the Royal Rumble, which they did sell the aftermath of their match pretty well when they were involved in this match. Despite the star power not being there still, superstars are starting to develop, and we are seeing a bunch of future Hall of Famers participating in these Royal Rumble matches. So I gotta say, this Royal Rumble match was definitely another step up. I felt though it was still pretty good, and a fresh new star at the time won the Royal Rumble match, dominated most of this match, but still, I think it was a good move to go and made this Royal Rumble a little more enjoyable to watch than the past couple that we've seen. So with that, without further ado, I will say that I actually gave this Royal Rumble a pretty good grade for what it had accomplished, and the storytelling played in as well, leading to a feud going to WrestleMania, and leading to one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. But let's get right into it. Now, the stipulation, though, was a number one contendership for WrestleMania. However, the winner of this Royal Rumble match did not fight for the title at WrestleMania, as this person would be involved in a fatal four-way for the vacated World Heavyweight Championship at the In Your House Final Four. And then for the next couple of weeks, there will be people getting involved in their matches. And instead of having this person fight for the title, he fought the one other person he'd been feuding with at this time. This was also the second year in a row, and only the second time in history, that the Royal Rumble was not the main event of the show. The World Federation Heavyweight Championship match was the main event of this show as well. But let's get right into the match, and you'll see what I mean when I talk about, the person who won the title and where it went, what won the Rumble match and why he didn't fight for the title. Let's get into the match. So numbers 1 and 2 were Crush and Ahmed Johnson, who had a match earlier with Farouk. Number 3 was Fake Razor Ramon, as these guys had gone off to WCW, and other people were in their places just pretending to be them. I can't remember who Razor Ramon was. I know we do see Fake Diesel later on, who apparently it was Glenn Jacobs, who is Kane, as we know today. But Fake Razor Ramon got eliminated by Ahmed Johnson, and then Ahmed Johnson sees Farouk up the ramp, so he eliminates himself and goes after him since they're still feuding with each other. So Crush is the only one in the ring. The Phineas Godwin comes in at number 4, followed by number 5. Now last year he was known as the Ringmaster. Well, this year he is Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's the Ringmaster gimmick didn't work out for him too well, so he went through a repackaging and he made himself Stone Cold Steve Austin. This was the start of Stone Cold Steve Austin. This year, WrestleMania 13 General was when Stone Cold Steve Austin, the legend himself, was born. You should say he was a heel at this time, but he was built himself to a point where you just could not boo him at all. You had to cheer him because of how great of an SOB he was. After Austin entered the ring, though, Phineas Godwin did eliminate Crush, but then Austin will eliminate Phineas as well. So for a while, Stone Cold Steve Austin was the only person in the ring. Bart Gunn came out number 6. Austin will eliminate him. He did this move where he sat up on the post and looked at his wrist as he was looking at a watch. It's a badass pose, as a lot of people would consider it. But then Jake the Snake Roberts would come and he brought the snake, but it didn't really have much of an effect on Stone Cold Steve Austin at all. The British Bulldog came in at number 8, and Austin would eliminate Roberts. Now number 9 was Pierre, and there was 3 different wrestlers that was from the AAA Lucha Libre organization for wrestling. Since again the star power was lacking in the World Federations all this time, it was starting to get better, as I said before, but it was still somewhat lacking. So since they were in San Antonio near Mexico, they invited 3 of the AAA wrestlers to come and wrestle in the Royal Rumble match, especially as referee. I mean, special guests, surprises. They didn't last that long in the match. Each actually one of them did eliminate themselves, which actually was number 11. But first we have Pierroth at number 10. I mean, number 9. Number 10 was the Sultan. He actually was Rikishi. I did it for the Rock. Nope, we're still not there yet. But actually, he was fat too. Now he's the Sultan, which this gimmick didn't last too long, and then he became Rikishi. But he came in at number 10. Number 11 was Mil Mascaras, another one of the AAA wrestlers. Then number 12 was the Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Hunter Hearst Helmsley. We all know it's Triple H, but he fought earlier in the match against Goldust, defending his Intercontinental Championship. And then the Bulldog would eliminate the Sultan. Number 13 was Owen Hart. He came in. He eliminated the British Bulldog. Number 14 was Goldust. Number 15 was Cibernetico, who again was the third member of the AAA wrestlers that appeared. And then we have Mark Mero at number 16. But then we had Mascaras eliminate Cibernetico, and then he eliminated Pierroth. But then Mascaras would eliminate himself by diving over the top rope and taking out Pierroth. So I thought that was strange. Goldust, despite losing earlier to Triple H, would get the upper hand though and eliminate Triple H from the match though following that. So Hunter Hearst Helmsley did not have as long of a Rumble appearance as he did last year. Number 17 was the Latin Lover, and then Owen Hart would eliminate Goldust. Number 18 was Farouk. He would eliminate the Latin Lover, but then Ahmed Johnson, who ran after Farouk earlier in the match, eliminating himself, came out and due to outside interference, Farouk was eliminated by Johnson to continue their feud as well. And then Stone Cold would then eliminate both Owen Hart and he would also eliminate Mark Mero as well. So number 19 was Savio Vega, and then Austin would eliminate him. So we're back to this again with Austin in the ring, just dominating. Number 20 was Jesse James. The year before he became the Road Dogg, Mr. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better block somebody, because he likes to block some people on Twitter. Daniel Garza. But anyways, so he was just Jesse James this time. So he comes out, but it didn't last long as Austin eliminated him. And number 21 was the man that Austin was feuding with, Bret Hart as well. And this Royal Rumble showed the seeds planting as well for the Bret Hart heel turn that would happen later on. That would result in one of the best double turns in wrestling history. He would come out at number 21. Number 22 was Jerry the King Lawler again, but he was on commentary, so he just takes the headset off, goes in, and it'll last 4 seconds though, as Bret Hart just punches him out of the ring. So he just gets back on, and that was it. Number 23 was Fake Diesel, or as I said at the time, it was Glenn Jacobs, who we all know as Kane. Number 24 was Terry Funk. Number 25, for the first time, we see The Rock, but instead of being The Rock, this is when he was Rocky Maivia, that terrible gimmick that nobody liked, that forced him to turn heel next year to get his career going. Number 26 was another future Hall of Famer, Mankind, Mick Foley. Number 27 was Flash Funk. Number 28 was Vader. Number 29 would then be Henry O. Godwin. And then, of course, The Undertaker, who wrestled earlier, also came out at number 30. And Vader also wrestled earlier, too, in another match. So we had some people pulling double duty. So Taker came out at 30. I think this is the first time in a couple years that we've seen The Undertaker in a Royal Rumble match, I believe. I can't remember the last one he was in. But then we had eliminations with Vader eliminating Funk, Godwin being eliminated by Taker, Rock eliminated by Mankind. Then the other Funk was eliminated by Mankind, but then Mankind would then be eliminated by the Undertaker. And then after that happened, Funk and Mankind were out in the ring arguing and brawling with each other. So the referees were trying to, cool them down. So they were somewhat distracted when Bret Hart threw out Stone Cold Steve Austin. However, here's a twist here. The referees did not see Austin get eliminated. So Austin got back into the match, and he eliminated both Vader and Undertaker at the same time when Hart was eliminating Diesel. So Hart thought he won, but then Austin eliminated Bret Hart. And because of that, Stone Cold Steve Austin won. Again, he was technically eliminated. Technically, Bret Hart should have won this Royal Rumble. However, though, Stone Cold Steve Austin, again, was not caught when he got eliminated. So because of that, he took advantage. He got back into the ring, pulling the heel tactics, and he just eliminated everybody else in sight to win the Royal Rumble match. Now, again, however, though, Austin would not go on to face the champion at WrestleMania. In Your House Four Corners, in the Four Corners match, we had a fatal four-way between trying to think who was all in the match again. I gotta double check again the aftermath here. I know it was Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, Undertaker, and Vader, because it was the four the three other superstars and Stone Cold, who Stone Cold illegally eliminated from the match. Even though, again, last year we can make the argument that Vader threw Shawn Michaels out of the match when he had been eliminated, but they let Michaels stay in because Michaels technically was thrown over the top rope, but they didn't kick Michaels out of the match last year as well. Which I think this was also, Michaels wrestled in the championship match in the main event. I think this may have been Shawn Michaels last year until he went on his 4-year hiatus with his back injury. I cannot remember though. I think this is the year he does so though. Anyways, yeah. So again, Michaels though would vacate the championship though, and with that famous "I lost my smile" promo. So then the championship would be vacated, and then I believe Hart won the title, but then he defended it against Undertaker or something like that next night, and Austin cost him the championship. So then like the Fusion 20, it was Undertaker and I think Psycho Sid and Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart. It's like on Bret Hart to have their feud each other, which led to that famous awesome submission match at WrestleMania 13, which pulled off the double turn with Bret Hart turning heel and Stone Cold Steve Austin turning face. Because at that point, you just couldn't help but just appreciate how good of a wrestler and how much of a tough SOB Stone Cold Steve Austin was at the time. So this Royal Rumble, again, despite the star power getting a little bit lower and not too many people getting like a huge, moments in the Rumble match, this was the birth of Stone Cold Steve Austin. It was a fresh new winner, whatnot, and fresh new talent that was built up to being a legit legend. So before I get to the end and just go over the times and whatnot, let me go over the entrance and their eliminations and their times. So with Crush coming in number 1, he had a time of 6:17, no eliminations. Ahmed Johnson, 3 minutes and 2 seconds, 2 eliminations, including himself. Fake Razor Ramon, only 17 seconds, no eliminations. Phineas Godwin, 2 minutes and 52 seconds, 1 elimination. Stone Cold Steve Austin at number 5, 45 minutes and 7 seconds, 10 eliminations. That ties a record. Bart Gunn came in at 26 seconds, no eliminations. Jake the Snake Roberts, 1:10, no eliminations. The British Bulldog, 8 minutes and 4 seconds, 1 elimination. Pierre Off, 10 minutes and 32 seconds, 1 elimination. The Sultan, 3 minutes and 23 seconds, no eliminations. Mil Mascaras, 7 minutes and 28 seconds, 2 eliminations. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, 6 minutes and 42 seconds, eliminations. Owen Hart, 8 minutes and 29 seconds, 2 eliminations. Goldust, 5 minutes and 33 seconds, 1 elimination. Cybernetico, 1:25, no eliminations. Mark Miro, 3 minutes 53 seconds, no eliminations. Latin Lover, 1:47, no eliminations. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that Latin Lover was actually, there was 4 members from the Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide that were in this match. Latin Lover was the 4th member. Again, he had 1:47, no eliminations. Farouk, 41 seconds, 1 elimination. Savio Vega, 29 seconds, no eliminations. Jesse James, 46 seconds, no eliminations. Bret the Hitman Hart, 21 minutes and 12 seconds, 2 eliminations. Jerry Lawler, 4 seconds, no eliminations. Fake Diesel, 17 minutes and 49 seconds, no eliminations. Terry Funk, 15 minutes and 18 seconds, no eliminations. Rocky Maivia, 13:01, no eliminations. Mankind, 12:20, no, 2 eliminations. Flash Funk, 6 minutes and 12 seconds, no eliminations. Vader, 10 minutes and 6 seconds, 1 elimination. Henry O. Godwin, 6 minutes 11 seconds, no eliminations. And The Undertaker, 6:46, 2 eliminations. And I believe this was also the last Royal Rumble before the famous Montreal Screwjob. So Bret the Hitman Hart will not be in the WWF anymore next year, as he will be going on to WCW at the end of 1997. So yeah, again, your winner was Stone Cold Steve Austin. The longest time was Austin's 45 minutes and 7 seconds, and he had the most eliminations with 10. I believe that ties the most in a Royal Rumble at this time, at least. The total duration of this match was 50 minutes and 29 seconds, and an overall grade. I mean, again, the star power, wasn't quite there. It's getting better though. A lot of future Hall of Famers though were in this match, and it was like the birth of Stone Cold Steve Austin, pretty much. That's why I'm gonna be a little more lenient with this Royal Rumble match. I want to give it a B minus. A B minus for the 1997 Royal Rumble match, as it was the birth of Stone Cold Steve Austin. So, what grade would you give the 1997 Royal Rumble match? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure to always click that like and subscribe over content to come to this channel. And please follow me on Twitter also at the Man Airborne 93. Alright guys, I've been successful today, getting 4 Royal Rumble reviews done, but now I'm pretty tired. I want to go to bed. So thank you guys again for tuning in for this review, and until then, good night, everybody.